I'm broken, absolutely broken. My energy that I had this morning is completely evaporated and has been replaced with sheer exhaustion. It's not even the toughest part of the climbs that I'm going to face in the Alps tomorrow. I'm going to be getting higher and facing much steeper climbs, but wow. I think this lens is starting to fog up because I've just come indoors from being out in sub-zero temperatures. I stopped being able to drink from my water bottle because it's completely frozen, and I couldn't open it while I was riding because it's too icy, and my feet, I can't feel my toes at the moment. They're just starting to hurt. I'm gonna go through about 10 minutes of pain, I reckon, as they thaw out, because they're got completely numb and they're just starting to get some feeling back into them. Yeah, man.
Welcome to the winter wonderland that is Piemonte in the northwest of Italy. I reached here after 7 days of hard riding from Ljubljana, so I just put my head down and rode to make as much distance as I could because the weather was fantastic and my deadline is of course fast approaching to reach Paris in time for a flight home for my sister's wedding. It's been Christmas and it's hasn't snowed this early in the year for about 10 years, so I think it did it just for me to give me a white Christmas experience, which has been absolutely magical. And I've been lucky enough to have been hosted by a lovely family in the village of Villafranca, which is where I am right now. So thank you very much, Marco and family, for the most amazing time I could have ever wished for. The other thing that has made my time here more special is the fact that my great-grandfather was born here in the 1800s. And I've done a bit of searching into the family history with Marco's help and with a lot of running around, thanks to Pino as well, and I've been able to uncover some wonderful information, the most exciting of which was yesterday when Pino and I visited an office in town here in Villafranca and opened up a book that has been keeping records since well into the 1800s, maybe even earlier. And there was one whole page dedicated to my Toya side of the family. And so I was able to track the births and marriages and movements, the emigration of my grandfather from Italy to Australia. Excited to have learned that because of my Italian ancestry from this region right here, I might even be able to obtain citizenship myself. So my mind is going crazy with all sorts of new ideas about going home, learning Italian, coming back to live and that sort of thing. Meanwhile, I'm still here on my bicycle, so I've got a bit of riding to do before I can really think about that. I'm fueled with the most amazing Christmas food I might have ever eaten, thanks especially to Stefania and Renata. I should be able to get through the next great challenge that I've got ahead of me, which is behind me there. That is the mighty Alps, and yes, it's late December, the middle of winter, but still I'm determined to get over them on my bicycle. So today's the start of the challenge. I'm going to be riding from Villafranca to Siestriere. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm tired just looking at these mountains.
Yeah, man. It was just climbing the entire day with massive headwinds, and then the temperature dropped dramatically once after about 40 kilometers. Once I really got into the deep snow line, or past the snow line into where it's really deep snow and ice. Just the wind was so cold, but it's not without its rewards. Some friends of Marco's had some friends in this town who were part of the local police, or there's different types of police here in Italy. So they were the I'm so tired. I see it on the signs everywhere, but I haven't ever had to say it. The Carabinieri, that part of the police in Italy. And anyway, I have received a police escort for the last 5 kilometres into town. The incredible thing is that the police have booked me, treating me to a room in the Sestriere Olympic Village, Winter Olympic Village. In 2006, this town hosted their Winter Olympics, and I've been given, it's like a mini apartment, a beautiful place to rest. So my worries of the day are slowly disappearing as I am starting to relax, and this is going to be my lovely comfortable bed that I'm going to crash in later. The battles of the day are certainly paying off, being rewarded. I'm very, very lucky. And then it all starts all over again tomorrow when I wake up. But at the moment, I'm going to have a hot shower, get these feet working again, and live it up a little. And by that I mean go to sleep early, as early as I can. And I'm going to eat a Mars bar because I have one Mars bar that I've been thinking about for the last 3 hours. And here I am after a good night's sleep at the Olympic Village. It's Carabinieri is how you say the type of police that have helped me out and given me this generous treat. I've just had the most amazing rest, an amazing dinner and breakfast, and ready to start a new day. Some more climbing today, but to wake up in this beautiful place has been incredible. In the middle of a ski resort, so there's a lot of activity going on, people cruising down the hill behind me here. It's not really the place for a loaded bicycle, but still absolutely amazing to be here. And I think it's those mountains in the distance there that I'm heading for today. I've got a major climb up Monte Nero, and I'm not quite sure how far I'm going to get. I'll just have to play it by ear and hopefully find a warm place to sleep tonight, because I really don't think I'd survive in my tent. Out here it's very, very cold, but time to put the head down and get moving. I'm pleased to report that I seem to be settling into today okay. I'm feeling I guess I'm feeling not great. I can't expect to feel good, but I'm not feeling terrible, and the legs are doing their job. They're getting me up the hill. I'm quite close to Monte Nero now. I'm only a few kilometres away, and I'm just passing through the town of Claviere, which is right on the border between France and Italy. So there's a sign for France. I'm basically right on the borderline of my 28th country of this trip, and my final one, so that is incredibly exciting. Time for some more climbing. I've just spent the night in Briançon and have woken up, gotten all ready to leave for the day, hyped myself up for the 30-kilometre climb that I was going to face, and I've just come downstairs where I can see outside, and I've been greeted with a scene that means I think I'm not going anywhere today. It has been snowing all night, and I think it's going to be impossible to cycle today, and I'll have to ask around a bit to see whether it's going to be possible tomorrow to cycle, because
I can't tell. I've got absolutely no experience with this type of stuff. The road is completely covered in snow. All these cars are snowed in. I don't know if how long it takes to clear, whether the road gets cleaned or what. So I'm just gonna have to hunker down for a day. It's incredibly beautiful though, so it's hard to be bothered by it. The only thing I'm worried about is it means that I'm missing a day of cycling, and to get to Paris in time, I don't think I can miss a day. So it either means I'm going to hurt myself trying so hard to catch up, or it means I might not actually make it to Paris, which is going to be the first time that I've started thinking that, which is a bit depressing. But there's not much I can do about the weather. Except sit back and enjoy it. I've never found myself in such a snowy scene in my life before, so it's something to enjoy, appreciate, and rest my legs at least as well. Didn't really want to hit the camera anyway. I'm about 2-3 kilometers from the top of my last climb, and I don't want it to finish. This is just a day, absolute amazing day to remember. Well, after one of the most amazing climbs of my entire trip, I think, I've made it to the top of whatever this place is called. Some people will recognize it and tell me, I'm sure, but it's as high as I'm gonna get for a while, because from here I descend into Grenoble, and start the journey to Paris out of these mountains. I don't know how this descent's going to go. I think it's going to be way more difficult than the actual climb, because it's just going to be like one icy slide, I think. But it's 1:15 in the afternoon, and I'm hoping to make it down to the city, and given that it's New Year's Eve, hopefully meet some other travellers and have a bit of a party perhaps. But I've still got another 70 kilometres to go, so I'm not quite sure if I'll make it, but let's give it a shot. This is actually completely terrifying. My brakes can't stop me. Every time I hit bitumen, my bike speeds up, and I can't stop it speeding up with my brakes. So I'm using my feet to slow down. Going through the snow slows me down a little bit rather than the clean bitumen. I don't know whether I should get out my toolkit and adjust my brakes a bit, or I can just put up with it for the next couple of hours, but it's really scary. It's quite scary and stupid. to admit, I was in bed by 10 o'clock last night. I tried to find an open hostel here in the city, but there wasn't any, so I resorted to a hotel and had a quiet night in, which I actually really enjoyed, just thinking about the year that I've had, the most incredible year ever. And meanwhile, the parties carried on through the city, and on this morning these guys haven't stopped. Meanwhile, I'm getting ready for what might be my last day on the bike, which is a little bit, well, I haven't really stopped to think about it actually. It won't hit me until I reach Paris, or maybe even once I land home, that it's going to be all over. But today might be the last day. I've put my legs through the pain of a massive ride. I'm going to try and get to Lyon, and from there I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a train to Paris, because I actually don't have enough time now to ride all the way into Paris. So it's a train for me, which will give me enough time to relax and actually get ready to go home with all of my luggage without stressing out too much. So it's not the worst thing in the world. And for now it's a little bit rainy, but I'll do my best to enjoy the moment of finishing what's been an amazing tour. And here I am, sitting before something I've been aiming to reach for a very long time now, and to be sitting here before it is the most incredible feeling. It's just been in the last few days that it's really sunk in that I have never been as happy in my life before as I am right now, to have achieved a dream, to have had this goal for so long, to see it as this impossible task, and to have lived it, to have done it. It's just mind-blowing, and I face the daunting prospect of seeing its end right now, because tomorrow I jump on a plane and I fly home to Australia, back to my family and friends, and to a new and different life. And it's the fact that it's different that is the most daunting, because it's not going to be a bad life, it's just going to be different from a life that has been the most incredible thing. My sister's wedding is in a week, and new adventures await, and that's what I've got to remember. The world is full of opportunity. You just got to go out there and make things happen, chase your dreams.